Morning, everyone. I've actually been asked by one of our followers on the from the page to talk about the Zen approach towards work. Okay, so how do you use Zen when you're working? And to answer this question, I'll have to actually talk about a few basic principles we actually have in Zen when it comes about working. All right. And I'm going to refer to the Zen cookbook written by Dogen, which actually talks about how you need to actually use Zen at work and how you need to use Zen in life in general. All right. So the first point Dogen makes in the Zen cookbook is that he talks about looking at everything as being sacred. Okay, and there's a sentence or a paragraph from the Zen cookbook which refers to that. He says something along those lines. I'm not going to get it totally right, but it is more or less what I'm going to say right now. It talks about treating each belonging from the community as if they were your own eyes. Okay, so treating everything from the community as if they were your eyes. Now, he puts a lot of emphasis on it because our eyes are very precious, right? So you need to treat everything in the community, anything around you, as if they were your own eyes. Okay, and it's actually treating everything, every moment, every people around you as if they are a part of you, so as if they are your eyes. So that's how you need to look even at your work. Okay, so we always say in Zen that everything is sacred, so even the workplace becomes somewhere sacred where you don't just do your best, but you give your heart out, and the work doesn't become just a work you do to get a pay at the end of the month. It becomes like a higher calling. Okay, so that's Zen principle 1. Look everything as being sacred, and just always refer back to that point that you treat everything as if they were your own eyes. Number two is about not complaining. Okay, so there is a reference to the Zen cookbook once again, where it tells you that you accept that which is given to you when you eat. All right, you accept that which is given to you. You don't crave for certain things when it comes to eating. And if you're one day given food to cook for 30 people, but you actually have enough vegetables for 10 people, you do your best. Now, linking that to real life, it means that you don't complain. It basically means not complaining. It means doing your best with whatever is given to you in whatever circumstance. A lot of people end up spending so much time complaining, looking at what's not working around them, and they actually don't get to maximize the current situation. They don't get to do as best as they could have possibly done. And I always say one thing, people who are negative and who can't come up with solutions, who can't help, they actually have no value if you think about it. Because you're not going to contribute to anything constructive or positive. You're always just complaining and draining everyone around you. So that's Zen principle 2. We don't complain. We do our best with what we're given. Now, in the old age, in a Zen monastery, the cook actually had a very high ranking. Okay, the cook used to train the monks as well. The cook was someone very wise. So that's why the book I'm referring to is called the Zen Cookbook, and it's about cooking. It's about the Zen monk who cooks for people. And the third principle in Zen is being accountable for what you're doing, being accountable for your job. So you don't delegate. So in the old time, the cooks actually, they were responsible for going to the village, collecting the vegetables and carrying them, no matter what their age was, to the Zen monastery and then cook for people. All right, so even if they were old, they used to carry all the vegetables, and they didn't ask for help even from the young monks. They did everything on their own because it's their responsibility. Okay, so how much do you take responsibility at work? Do you really take it on the chin? You assume your responsibility as well. You do your best, or do you kind of just do whatever, whatever is sufficient, whatever is enough, so that once again you get your pay at the end of the month? So these are the 3 Zen principles when it comes to work. All right, not complaining, treating everything as sacred, treating everyone around you as sacred, and the third one is being accountable for your work. Okay, so I hope that you found it interesting, and it's really going to help you or inspire you to be your best version. All right, so I'm going to see you very soon. Bye bye.